put your hands on the wrong black woman, nigga. I wanted to shoot you, but see, I'd go to jail for that. I wanted to beat all of y'all motherfuckers with a bat, but I would have went to jail for that. I wanted to come up to that shop. Who has herpes? My husband and Dominique. Who said so? It's on my content. Look at my shorts, and you can hear where she says, he got herpes now. This bitch don't give no fuck about him. They don't care. None of these people care, especially that AIDS patient. Or I'm sorry, the fake lawyer. None of those people give a fuck about my husband. What did you think was going to happen? Fake lawyer? You thought he was going to keep playing with my name and there was going to be no repercussions? If anybody needs to be mad at anybody, they need to be mad at y'all. Because you made him a fucking victim. The second that you had him up there talking all of that shit about me, lying on me for cash apps, you put his life in jeopardy. Because I already made it clear, I'm making an example out of him and anybody else who tried with me. Of course, I remember Jaguar was one of my dearest friends. God bless the dead. What the fuck did y'all think was gonna happen? That I was just gonna stand by and keep letting this nigga fuck me over, use my name and steal from me? By the way, Gerald, I want my $650 that I paid for that gun. You want to keep that gun? Keep that gun. Give it to Nikki and teach her how to shoot it so next time she can defend you when your friends come back to fuck you up. Because they're not your friends, dummy. If they were your friends, they wouldn't be fucking you up, dummy. If she loved you, she wouldn't have sent you out there to get fucked up. She would have went and got one of those guns and said, y'all better back the fuck up before some shots. But she didn't defend you. She just let you get your ass whooped. And I guarantee you the commotion that the knot said he heard on the phone was my husband fucking Nikki up for not protecting him. And I guarantee you he was saying, my wife would have fucking stood down on those niggas. You let them beat me. She let him get beat up in front of her house, in front of her kid. If somebody don't call fucking CPS on these niggas getting high in front of these kids, now fucking violence is coming to the door. Somebody needs to call CPS. You saw whose new car? They ain't got no new car, just like it wasn't her birthday. When are y'all gonna figure out these are drug addicts scamming y'all for money? And then they found an impersonator and an AIDS patient looking for money to buy antiretrovirals to save his life, willing to do anything. Y'all been sitting over there supporting that shit, talking about me like a dog. Guess what happens next? While my husband is recuperating, Solar is coming to town. I'm flying him out here. He's filing assault charges, and now my husband's gonna have to go to jail, beat the fuck up, which is gonna make him look like a target. And when he get down to Lou Sterrett, they gonna find out who he is. They gonna call him a hoe ass nigga. Or what, your wife ain't putting no money on your books? Nigga, you better get your wife to put you some money on. He gonna get fucked up in Lou Sterrett while he's waiting for Arizona to come pick him up for arson charges. I'm going to Arizona as soon as we move into the house. We move into the house this weekend. And he can't come. He definitely ain't coming now. I don't like ugly motherfuckers all beat the fuck up around me no more. I'm tired of that shit. Especially not over dumb shit. Y'all think people are playing games. I keep telling y'all, I'm not a fucking game. You fuck with me, there's gonna be consequences and repercussions. Gerald, since the cops gave you my gun that I paid for, that the only reason you were able to buy was because you're using my girlfriend's address. And the cops in Arizona have researched that already. You can't go back to that house no more. Because if you go back to that house, the cops, they already got somebody to alert them and they're going to be picking you up for arson. See, Bobby Boucher, your chickens is coming home to roost. And all you had to do was come home, get tested, get treated, get baptized, finish landmark, do anger management, and veterans crisis training. That's all I asked. I just asked for you to get help, and then you could come home. But no, you didn't want to get help. You didn't want to get no help. You wanted to keep getting high and so you ran to the people that encourage you to do that. And look at what they all done to you. You ain't been away from me nothing but a month. And in a month, you've destroyed your name. You destroyed your credibility. You made yourself look like a fucking clown. You let this nigga sit on camera and clown you for money. Everybody knows now you're a liar, you're a thief, and you're a scam artist. You got the police to give you my gun that I paid for. I want my money, bitch. And you got money coming tomorrow. It's the 1st. It might be coming today. So I'm sending you a cash app, Gerald, for the $650 that you owe me for my gun that I purchased and you use my girlfriend's address to buy. By the way, you know it's illegal to use fake addresses that you don't live at to buy firearms in another state. You don't live at that address in Phoenix. You stayed there for a little while with me, but you never lived at that Arizona address. You got a piece of mail to come there, but so did I. I ain't claiming it as my address. Why you still got that ID with my friend's address on it? Going to Arizona and pump faking like you live there. Oh, that part. Now, what if my friend decides to report? What if something goes wrong with that gun? What if you and Nikki get into it and she pick up that gun and shoot you? Under the investigation, they're going to check the origin of where the gun was bought. And it's going to lead back to my friend's address. What I think is best is that you give me my money that I paid for the gun, the $650, for that beautiful rainbow titanium $380. Send me my money and cut up that ID, because you're potentially putting my friend in jeopardy, because y'all playing real stupid. And that person don't need no cops coming to her house when she got kids there over your mess. I bet you she don't even remember. You got her address on an Arizona state ID. You a fraud all ways round, Gerald. The ID that you bought the gun with, pump faking because you used my friend's address and you never lived there. And it's easy to see because we posted everywhere we went. When were you living in Arizona to make that your address? You bought that gun with it, with my money. And now that you got the gun back, I want my money. You goofy bitch. I don't feel sorry for you. Your fuck ups is just beginning. That was your first ass whooping. And they probably gonna come back and do a little bit more. Just for frustration's sake. Your friends. These are your friends. Fucking you up. You supposed to be so tough, Gerald. You always talking about you keep one in the chamber. You shoot them niggas when they came to fuck you up.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'm just curious. You sat in that interview like a maniac, playing with that gun. Okay. This device keeps pausing on me.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to definitely thank you all for coming out this morning. We are going to do a breakdown, but before we do a breakdown, let's go ahead and acknowledge our super sticker. Shout out to Linda Amos for good morning. Okay. Don't know who that was calling me, but we want to give acknowledgement to Linda Amos for our super sticker. And y'all already know how we do it. Let's do this, and we'll come right back. Thank you all so much for supporting Queen Tulsa, the show, whether it's a like, a share, a subscribe, a Cash App, a PayPal, or a Zelle. Thank you for coming by and watching the show. And this is your commercial for being acknowledged for just being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, who would be watching? Thank you for tuning in. All right. So let's go ahead and breathe in, breathe out, because we are about to go on a ride. Oh, yes, we are. We're about to take a ride this morning, as we cruise on into the end of the week. Let me go ahead and give you our daily devotional. Okay. So, our daily devotional for today, Thursday, March the 30th, 2023. You guys let me know how you're feeling out there. Where are you calling from? Where are you checking in at? Are you at work? How are you feeling today when you woke up? What were your first thoughts? Did you drink a glass of water? Okay. So if you don't know, I'll give you a tip. In the mornings when you wake up, go ahead and get you a nice glass of water. Of course, I like bottled water or the filtered water. Okay. Now, the desires of your heart. When we learn to delight in the Lord, we are forever changed and discover unspeakable joy. March 30th, 2023. Psalms 37, 4 through 7. What is your greatest desire? We often read today's passage and assume that it means God will give us whatever we want. It's not uncommon for someone to talk about a prayer request and then add, God promised to give me the desires of my heart. But in context, that scripture reveals the Lord's principle for purifying our desires and issues a call for devotion to Him. To delight in the Lord means to take pleasure in discovering more about Him and in following Him. As we do, the Holy Spirit aligns our heart's desires with His, which positions us to experience His blessings. When we commit our way to God, we allow our thoughts, goals, and lifestyle to be shaped by His will and the things He loves. In other words, we acknowledge His right to determine whether our longing fits His plan. If we rest in the Lord and wait patiently for Him, we can rely on Him to work out circumstances. Even when the desire He's given us seems impossible. When He is our first love, our heart becomes focused on making His glory known with our life. God wants to give us our heart's desires in His name, in His time. When we're aligned with His will, as we learn to enjoy Him for who He is, Our self-focused wants are replaced by his perfect will and purpose for us. I really hope that resonated with somebody out there. Definitely want to send positive vibes and just positivity in general. All right, let's do some housekeeping. We have Linda Amos in the building. She said, "Good morning, Queen. Working but listening." Queen Tulsa Direct says, "Grand Rising." Queen Tulsa Direct says, "Please like, share, and subscribe. Justice for Jag." Jag's Cash App is $JAGSBREAD2. None other than that. No, 22, not 21. Is right there as it appears on the screen. Tokyo Tony's Cash App is Prissy Payments. That's $Prissy Payments. If you can, bless the sisters with $1 or $2. Let them get some breakfast this morning. Iridescent Fart says, "Hey, everyone." And there is Queen Tulsa's Cash App, okay? I'm saying hello to Farts, so right. And let's go down. I hope you had a good sleep. And I said, I was held tight. I needed it, okay? Listen here, when I went to bed last night, honey, it held me very tight and definitely needed it. Hey, mama. Okay, and I said smooches. And then we got our super sticker. Let's give an acknowledgement again. Thank you, Linda Amos. Okay, can't go past that without acknowledging. Hey, thank you so much. You're so welcome. Thanks, Linda. In Jesus' name, amen. Yes. All right. Are you guys ready for the big fish? All right. So this is shout out to my dad, the official Kingpin. I am going to drop the link of the video that I will be giving commentary on this morning. Make sure you all click this link. If you are not already subscribed to his channel, please like, share, and subscribe to his channel. That is his link right there to the official Kingpin and the video that I will be referencing this morning. So when you're a content creator, when you are giving content, you are using people's content, you want to drop their link frequently in the chat. Okay, that's how you pay homage to someone else's content. You don't say, "Oh, this is mine," and take credit for the content. However, let's go ahead and hear from my dad.
Hey.
Hey,
What's
my
going
voice
on?
is finally starting to come back.
I hear you. What happened? Your voice is gone because you was up in there screaming and hollering when?
Well, no, I was practicing.
Follow the official
my picket
Kingpin.
chant.
Link is in the chat.
Yeah, how'd that go in?
Yeah, I'm picketing Civic Center.
Okay. I know that's right.
Yeah.
Well, Jaguar Wright is free and she definitely had to stop here in the home of the lituation. Jaguar, can you tell us what happened? Why did you go down to the mayor's office after the official Kingpin told your ass not to?
Okay, so the first thing that I want to address is accountability. Because a lot of people will sit up and make content. Oh, the official Kingpin is going along with Jack's shenanigans. He is, he's enabling her, this, that, and the third. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what did we just hear? We heard accountability. And if it's not going to be reported, just let the people know that you heard it here first and they can reference back to this video. Another thing that I want to honor and respect is this Black man as a content creator, as a human being, as a kind soul. No matter what your past was, you know what I'm saying? If you paid your debts to society and what you are doing currently today is what matters. And what currently is on the agenda for the official Kingpin. He is not only thriving on one platform, he's thriving on several. You could find him on TikTok, you could find him on Instagram, you could find him on YouTube, and you can also find him at the Lituation here on YouTube. It is a network where he gives Black content creators, and actually he gives all content creators, but his main focus is giving back to his community. But it is open to all, so all races can come and apply. I have a segment on there which will be closing out on this Sunday. Actually, this Sunday will be our final episode of Women Empowerment on the Lituation Network. We are diverting the women's empowerment to our Wednesday segment here on the Queen Tulsa Show. So there's no bad blood. There's just a shift in the platforms is where it's going to go. All right, we have Kelly Thornton in the room. She says, I don't see how Kingpin deal with this fool. He's a good one. Well, ma'am, let me just say this. We all fall short of the glory. We all ask for forgiveness on a daily basis. And I think that we've all made some foolish decisions in our past. Okay? Or maybe even currently, maybe last week, maybe yesterday, maybe last night. Who knows? So instead of looking at somebody else's fault, let's try to uplift them in that moment. Because what that do is it just reflects back on you, and the things that you have going on in your life, sister or brother. I'm not really sure because Kelly is a unisex name, but we want to be fair, okay? And I will be dropping the link here shortly for anybody that wants to come up and sound off. Like I said, I will, once again, let me go ahead and drop my dad's link. Go over, give him a like, a share, a subscribe, and also check out all the other interviews and exclusives that he has broken. I think a lot of people are pressed and upset because they don't have the source at hand. And the official Kingpin has Jaguar's number to where he can call her and get clarification on what is right, what is wrong, and what's the update. Clearly, as you can see, Ayala says that goes for everyone, not just him. Everyone has a past. Exactly. I have one. You have one. She has one. He has one. Everybody has a past. What are you doing now? You know how they say, oh, these stars, where are they now? What are you doing now? What are you doing today? Well, without further ado, let's get into the content.
Well, I just picked up some food from a Jamaican spot.
Oh, we all know what happens there.
And I was riding right past it on the way back to the crib. And I said, fuck it. I'm pulling up. And let's be clear. If I was literally just going to get information, why would I have recorded it? I don't just record myself going to the supermarket. I don't just record myself going to the bank. I knew what was going to happen. That's why I did it. They've been targeting me, and I want to prove it. If you want to get a foxtail, sometimes you got to go into the foxhole. Every time I'm in that jail, I learn more about the way it works. I learn more about what's going on inside that dirty house, being in there, than I do out of there. Names, descriptions, shift changes, who's married, who's not. This is a dirty fucking force. And they've been keeping it tight for a while. If you want to find out what's going on in a dirty cop house, you got to be in the cop house.
So what I'm doing right now, you all, is dropping links to, that's Jaguar's channel, and then this is my dad's channel, The Official King Pain. So you guys make sure you are going over, liking, sharing, and subscribing to their channels, please. And we're gonna give, actually we're gonna promo right quick. So we're gonna promo for, we're gonna give Tokyo Tony, we're gonna put hers in here. As soon as I pull it up, I just want to pay homage, you know, to those that contribute to, let's see. I'm gonna share everybody's channel. For some reason on here, I can't find Tokyo's channel. Give me 1 second, guys. I just want to. Okay, so here she is. I found her channel. So I want you guys to go over and help her. She's like at 971. Let's go ahead and help her get to her 1,000. If you guys are in the building, there's appreciation. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the content. But this is what I want us to say. When it comes to what Jag is doing, a lot of people don't know their rights. And a lot of people, you know, just feel like, oh my God, I just have to surrender because they have on a badge. No, you have to understand that they work for you. And sometimes these individuals with badges, they come off very aggressive, like they are running things. You know, there was a point in time where I had to put an officer in check and let him know, you know, he works for me and he can calm down with that little attitude, because, you know, he was, you know, rolling up on me like an old training bra and had no idea what was going on. You hear me? So I understand. Trust me, I understand. Let's go ahead and listen to a little bit more of the video, and you guys tell me what you.
People don't realize my passion for investigative journalism. I throw my whole self in. When I'm on a story, I'm on a story.
Why are you so passionate about DeSoto? What is your connection with DeSoto?
It was the first place we lived when we moved to Texas. It was the last place I lived with Giovanni alive. A lot of memories. And we have friends and family there. Like, no matter where I live in Dallas area, I'm always going to be in DeSoto. My brother's in DeSoto. Like, DeSoto's home. Period. We don't live in DeSoto anymore, but we spend a lot of time there. And Bobby's shop is kind of like a magnet for young people. 2/3 of his customers are under the age of 21, and 25% of them are under the age of 18. Crime is spiking in the Tri-City area.
So let me ask you all this. The same people that are calling the police on Jaguar, are they calling the police in their neighborhoods to stop the crime? Because there's crime everywhere, and I think that we all can attest to that. You know, crime don't discriminate on which area, what state, what time, what day it is. So when you talk about people out here and their false outrage and, oh, we're doing this for the right reasons, I don't get it. I don't get it. If you can't help the situation, leave it alone. And we hadn't even gotten to the home wrecker yet. You know, we hadn't even got to the home wrecker yet. That's a whole nother situation. People are expecting Jaguar to just, suck it up, and move on. She said that she don't want him back. But tearing her down for no reason is really sick. Oh, girl is mad at her because she got the 411, the lowdown on her. What's the problem? What's the problem? Why is it a problem for this woman to be standing up for herself? Why is that a problem? But let's get into it.
Lancaster, Cedar Hill, DeSoto. Kids are getting real fucking wild. They're a whole lot wilder than they used to be. They're brawling, they're doing all kinds of shit, and they're all getting high. Something has changed. What Bobby was doing when I first met him, from what I thought it was just hand in hands with your customers. You cutting hair, you hustling a little weed. That's normal, that's cool. We're talking adults. But it's become more like a clubhouse. And the clientele gets younger and younger and younger. And it looks more like grooming for street life than hanging out at the barbershop. My husband, most of his bad habits exist in that barbershop. Every time I get him sober, every time I get him clean, every time I get him healthy, I just want to go down to the barbershop, kick it with the fellas. Next thing you know, he come back high as fuck. And then he stay high as fuck for days. Then he got to go back and forth to the barbershop, back and forth to the barbershop. They wasn't doing shit there but getting high. I don't like it. It's a bad look.
My. So how did you feel today when you seen that Legends Barbershop was raided?
All right. Now listen, guys. This is a lot. And all right, so we are going to go ahead and listen to this clip. And I want you guys to really dive into what Jaguar is going to say. And we'll discuss right after this.
I took a deep breath. I inhaled. And I'm like, thank God. Thank God. Because you shouldn't have to convince a police officer that you saw a crime. If you said you saw a crime, go check it out. I shouldn't have to report the same place 36 times to 23 different cops.
My.
I tried to report while I was sitting in the jail. Yeah, we're sending somebody. Nobody come. The truth is, city governments, I believe, are corrupted in the area. You know, up north, when white people get sick and tired of paying high city tax and want to move back to the suburbs that have been flooded with people of color, they get a couple friends on city council, let a couple neighborhood guys deal drugs, flood the neighborhood with drugs, crime goes up. Then they got to do something about it, raise the price of property, raise the property tax, make it impossible for the Black people to be able to stay financially, and then the white people move in. I think that's what's happening in Lancaster, DeSoto, and Cedar Hill. Because crime is spiked, period. It's not what it used to be. Things are going down fast, and it's getting worse and worse. And I hate seeing Black communities get moved around. There are people that have been down there now for 3 generations. They deserve to have a drug-free zone for their kids. And Bobby's reckless. This isn't adults, get a haircut, get a bag of weed. This isn't that. This is a drugstore with a couple of niggas that do eye cuts. Like, ain't no dope ass barbers in there. Like, if you ask who gives the best cut, you can't really pick one out. These ain't barbers. These are niggas that use clippers that sell drugs.
All right, we have Lisa Lyons in the building. She says, "Hola, Tulsa. I just came on. I disagree. Period. I have mixed feelings. Real shit, a lot indeed." Okay, so I mean, being that Jag is, a lot of people might say, "Oh, yeah, she's controversial, right, yada yada yada," right? But let's just be honest. If she knows something and she's trying to help him out, it doesn't matter the timing. It's like we really don't know what it was like for her and Gerald on a day-to-day basis. And she's only shared a snippet. And so if he's taunting her with the home wrecking girlfriend, I mean, what more do you expect? I mean, he's already stole from grandma. He's already, he went over to Sam, gave him the Cash App card that was not, workable because he had the money being transferred to his card allegedly. And then you have the side chick, which is Dominique, Nikki, Barbara, you name it. Not really sure which name she's going to create today, but they want to call Jag a scam, but being okay with this man sitting up with his home wrecker girlfriend and scamming everybody. So with that being said, we are going to close out on that commentary, and I want to get you guys' thoughts. Let's just go ahead and go on like a 3-minute commercial break. I'm going to play 3 commercials and we'll be right back.
Anything he want with you, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
Scratching and scrambling most of my days to get where I got.
Not sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them.
Now I eats in the big house kitchen. I got pine boards on the floor of my cabin.
If I crumble, my children crumble, my grandchildren crumble.
And it don't take much coughing for the master to make me have a cup of corn whiskey for my medicine.
I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement.
Now that is fine living for a nigga, and I'll be damned if any African Guinea man is gonna make me lose all I've been working for. Now you take my
There are ways to win the war in a different way.
better learn. You best learn, or you gonna get the bloody back for sure.
Hello and welcome. Thank you all for coming by. I really appreciate you. Oh, absolutely. Please like, share, and subscribe. The Goddess Tulsa Show. Welcome. Please like, share, and subscribe. Now is the time to go ahead and get ready for the show. We have some great news for you. Okay? We're going to have a great time. So I really, really, really appreciate you and your dedication to showing up. Gratitude. Don't be afraid to hit that Cash App. And don't forget to smash that like button. Hello, and thank you all for coming out to the Queen Tulsa Show. It was all a dream. We finally made it. Listen, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. You have come to the place where you can relax, enjoy, and get the hot topics. We can also engage. You can come up or even you can call in. That number is 725-888-1644. Thank you so much for your loyalty. We made it. I'm so excited. You should be too. Don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend. Oh, and make sure you sign up for our perks to get all the exclusives first. Thank you. All right, guys. So, with that being said, what are your thoughts? You have this woman, and it's already hard for the Black woman in general to compete out here in this world. And then you have like struggle bandits, like this side chick homewrecker, and she just really has no feelings at all. It's like tear down the Black woman even more, destroy Black families again. Just because, like I said the other day, it is nothing wrong with getting government assistance, but to be sitting over there, she should be working. Why should she has too much time on her hands, and from my understanding, the system does not want a man in that house with that woman and that child. So when it comes to that, yeah, it's a problem for me. Give me 1 second. So let me just go in the bushes and just weep and thank you all for coming by. 1 second. Thank you all so much for supporting Queen Tulsa, the show, whether it's a like, a share, a subscribe, a Cash App, a PayPal, or a Zelle. Thank you for coming by and watching the show. And this is your commercial for being acknowledged for just being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Without you, who would be watching? Thank you for tuning in.
Girls can't never say how. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say now. Girls can't never say they want it. Girls can't never say how. Girls can't never say they need it. Girls can't never say now.
All right, guys, and we are back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and being with us today. My thing is I want to show gratitude to everybody. I want to say that we are imperfect people striving to be better every day. And for, you know, people to look down on our brothers and sisters is shameful. And I just say, Lord, I just pray for a change of mind, and I pray for, empathy and compassion, that people will learn those things and have empathy and compassion for others. Everybody has their own struggles. I mean, when we talk about, individuals in our own families, you know, individuals in our own families, those in our communities. I mean, my thing is for some of these content creators that love to see the mess and love to get down and dirty, they need to go over and apply for the Zeus network. They can be on screen and they can really do their big ones, because that's where they do it at. Where did you almost go, Lisa? Yeah. Tip the host, follow those links that I posted for the official campaign, Jaguar, Wright, Tokyo Tony. Definitely like, share, and subscribe and support. I will be releasing the part 2 of the conversation that Keish and I had on the panel the other day. And so if you guys respectfully will just take out the time and just watch, I think that you guys will have a different perspective on the situation. Oh, I'm just so grateful and so honored to just be a vessel for a breath of fresh air to some people's ears. You get to wake up in the morning and, get a relaxing conversation. There's no yelling, there's no screaming. And, and some more. Shout out to Science. Science says hello. Lisa said, I thought you were leaving. Oops, sorry. I'm here. Preach, girl. Yeah, we need to, really, we need to support one another. We really do. I've tried that with certain content creators. And y'all just don't understand, like, trying to get it through to them, or, trying to work it with them. And, some people just don't want to get out of that spot of tearing each other down. But, we just got to help those that want to be helped, and continue to keep preaching, because, like someone said, they may not get it right now, but eventually they'll get it. It just takes time. For some people learn different. Some people learn differently. Saya is definitely in the building. Yes, she is. So here, let me go ahead and drop the link for anybody that wants to come up, sound off, and give their opinion on the topics today, the content that I played. And, if you have any opinions or, you have any advice, if Jaguar or Goomba and Miss Side Piece is listening, do you have a message for them? Do we have a message for them? Because it's people out here that's trying to tear them down. And shout out to the official King Baby. Do y'all see that belt around his waist, honey? And Danat is saying that he wants to go head up with Pops. Okay, so now listen here. Don't let Pops fool you. Don't let Pops fool you. And Pops wants to do it for a charity. So he's saying, book the arena, pick the charity, and set a date. And we'll do it for the culture. Yes, let's do it for the culture. What I don't understand is these people have blinders on. Everybody got their shades on. It seems like these people have their shades on to this man's BS. I get so curious as to why don't people question what's going on now? Because when you talk about celebrity news, they're questioning Latasha's infidelities, her husband infidelities. Why don't we have that same energy for Goomba's home wrecking girlfriend? Everybody mad at his side chick that came out and started talking. No, it's Jag. So no, we can't do that. No, this is Jag. Why aren't y'all over there patrolling Latasha husband and his shortcomings and the text messages that he has received, the text log that he has that has come to light? Let's talk about it. She probably is. But let's talk about it. A lot of people are pressed. Now it's the backpedaling. And Denat said that he's not one of those send me a cash app to keep the lights on type of person. But the other day, he needed a cash app to keep the lights on. You hear me? No, I said, did you hear me? Did you hear me? It was given. You don't put somebody down for utilizing the service because you will end up maybe having to utilize those same services. Well, people might say, well, Queen Tulsa, you was talking about Section 8. Well, listen here. I wasn't talking about it. I was informing people of what the rules are. No man in that house Yes. No man in that house, no man is supposed to be up in there. And to be sitting up, showing us y'all eating strawberries out the mouth. Where's the kids' food? Where's the family dinner? And now this woman has a YouTube channel. They want Jaguar stardom. They want her stardom. But guess what? We're gonna be in. Listen here. I don't care how I support my sister. This sister, they are trying to take her down. And I'm gonna love on her and I'm gonna support her no matter what. Okay? Because that's what family do. Let's get into it. Because it's still March Madness. Y'all just ride with me. Just ride with me. Clear your mind. Listen here. Lunch is approaching. All right, so we've been here, we've done that. Do you guys hear the birds chirping? It's a beautiful day. On that note, we have been here for an hour. I hope that you all learned something today. Let's not be so judgmental on the next person. Just because a person smiles does not mean that they're okay. And actually, this is on my heart, so I got to do it.
With your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt but still like dust. All right. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Just because I walk as if I have oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high. Still I rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. Does my sassiness upset you? Don't take it so hard just because I laugh, as if I have gold mines digging in my own backyard. You can shoot me with your words, you can cut me with your lies, you can kill me with your hatefulness, but just like life, all right. Does my sexiness offend you? Oh. Does it come as a surprise that I dance? As if I have diamonds at the meeting of my thighs. Out of the huts of history's shame I rise. Up from a past rooted in pain I rise. A black ocean leaping and wide, welling and swelling and bearing in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear I rise. Into a daybreak miraculously clear I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the hope and the dream of the slave. And so, wow. There I go.
Girls need love. Girls need love. Let me tell you something. Girls need love. Girls need love. Girls need love. Girls need love. So what's a girl